Hello you guys, Dexstar here and welcome back to my channel. Well, excuse the state of my hair at the moment because I am planning to go to the barber shop today and hopefully I will be able to get my hair like trimmed out, and also I would like to hopefully be able to bake some scones with you guys today. So without further ado, let us get this day rolling. We're here. Kuya Epoy, hello to the vlog. There. I'm very lucky because it's still early. No people. Yay! Let's do this. So here we are back at home and the haircut is done. I've also had a bit of my eyebrows trimmed off and a bit of a refresh, I guess. I think it's time for lunch. Let's see what we can whip up for lunch. So this is lunch today. That's buckwheat salad and oops. And topped with a bit of coriander and spring onions, and then you have salmon balls that I actually got from IKEA, and that is with a bed of fresh rockets. Bon appetit! Alrighty, back at home, and of course I've already showered to get rid of all those small bits of hair because it was really too itchy, like on the sides and then in the inner corners. So I already had a shower and I've also had lunch. As you have seen, that was quite a healthier version of a lunch that I've had today. And I think I just need to do a bit of a rest and then we are going to make our scones today. Excuse that big zit right there. I was just irritated about that zit, so I popped it on my own. Well, that's me. Anyways, you guys, let us go ahead into, of course, the kitchen and let us do this scones. Already in the kitchen and we are prepared to make our scones. Well, scones. I might be butchering that, but here it goes. Here are the ingredients that you will need. Here you have unsalted butter, and then you have milk, and then here I have raisins that I'm actually hydrating up with a bit of orange juice that has a bit of orange juice in it. And then you have 2 eggs, and that dark thing over there is a bit of vanilla extract. And then here is our dry ingredients. You have self-raising flour right here. And then here you have a pinch of salt, and that is a little bit pink because I'm currently using pink Himalayan salt. And then you have castor sugar right here, and then baking powder. All right, so that is a bit of a, I hope that comes across a bit different in color. All right, So, here are our ingredients. Let's do this scones. Okay, so first thing is, of course, you have all your dry ingredients right here. You mix that very well, so everything actually gets incorporated. That's the sugar, baking powder, and the salt. So you mix that very, very well. We're putting in our butter. You really have to use your hands with this because you have to break the butter into your flour. Prepared to add in our liquid ingredients. Of course, first thing is our eggs and vanilla extract. I just wanted to break that egg apart before we add it in. Okay, so that's already broken apart there. We add the egg in, and then this time we will now be using our spatula to have everything mixed in. Let's now add our milk. Using a measuring spoon here. Okay, so when it comes to this consistency now, we are ready to add our raisins. And this is, I think, more of the classic component. I've already drained off the soaking liquid, so let's just add our raisins in. Get those last pieces and bits. Alright, so we fold it in. You fold in your raisins, and then we'll leave it, or actually leave it to rest for maybe around 30 minutes in the refrigerator, and then we'll cut them and bake them. So it's already one big dough. We just need to put that there, and then sprinkle a bit of flour on top of it. Just a tiny bit of flour, and then we'll put a cling film over and put it in the refrigerator. Already have chilled our dough at the refrigerator for roughly around 15-30 minutes. So we'll take that off, and then we will be doing it here. We'll be flouring our surface. I wanted to do that here, but I don't feel comfortable in it. So let's flour this surface here so our dough doesn't stick. And then, since it's my first time to actually bake, I'm just using the rack and covered it in foil, the rack of the oven, and then we'll put a wax paper on top of it so it doesn't stick. Alright, so let's get the dough. So as you can see, I don't really have much tools to use. Let's get this dough out. Bowl out of the way. Let's put that there. And we're supposed to use a rolling pin. We don't have a rolling pin, so we will make use of a bottle that has been thoroughly cleaned. So we will roll this out into a, according to the recipe, it's supposed to be 2 to 3 centimeters, 2 to 3 centimeters thick. You roll the dough into 2 to 3 centimeters thick, and then you cut it up. Alright, so that's about it. And we also don't have a like cookie cutter or anything like that. So I'll be using an ice cream scoop, which is more or less like a good way because it's gonna be portion size as well. So we have our dough here. I'll use an ice cream scooper, and then we'll just dig it in, swerve it around, get a bit of that, and then put that on your baking sheet. Alright, that's gonna be a good one, I hope. Let's do everything the same way, and then we'll put it in the oven. So we have our scones here, and since we don't have a pastry brush, we'll use our fingers and we'll just dab a bit of milk on top of the dough. I think it's alright. This is all done first time. And also, you should actually have had your oven already preheated before you actually started rolling out your dough. All right. So my recipe says that it should be preheated at 200 degrees, and this will be baked on 200 degrees as well. And it will be for roughly around 15-20 minutes, depending on your dough, or depending actually on the look of it. You should have more of a golden brown on top of your scones, as it usually is. So there you go. Let's put this in the oven and wait for 15 to 20 minutes to see our finished product. So here it is, fresh out of the oven, just in time for tea. I think some of it are a bit burnt, but it's actually good because it really looks golden brown, and I'm so happy with the result. If you can really just smell this, just in time for tea, let's do scones and tea. Alrighty, so excited to do my afternoon tea. So here are the scones that we just baked. They're freshly baked and they're still a bit warm. And of course we have our tea. Well, usually they would have milk, but I don't usually do milk on tea. I just wanted plain black tea, so that's my black tea. And then this is raspberry jam and butter, because usually we're supposed to have clotted cream, but I really couldn't find any clotted cream in the supermarket, so I think we can do with butter. And then we also have jam. Let's enjoy our scones. So when you do scones, you actually use your hands and you just break them apart like this. And then it's up to you whether you want like a butter first or the jam first, but for me I just would like the butter first. And then we put a bit of the jam. You can do jams, you can do marmalades, it's really up to you. But this is gonna be delicious.
satisfying. So happy. My first ever scones. Love it. And I really made the effort to cover up that sit right there before I actually film another eating scene.
Alright, you guys, I do hope that you enjoyed our vlog today. And if you would want to try out in making that scones, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, I might be butchering it, but try it. I will link the recipe on the description box down below so that you can go ahead and try it. Very easy, and they're very much sourceable ingredients. Alright? So if you did like this video today, don't forget to click on the thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to share, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.